Yo, it's your boy Luke Davie. Now, a lot of dudes out there, they trying to operate in that pimpism, and they, you know what I mean? They meet a female and they trying to get that female to start doing certain things so they can benefit from it. And to be honest, they're going about it the wrong way. You know, you gotta crawl before you can walk, and walk before you can run, and run before you can fly. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to turn a regular female that you meet into a hoe, you can just knock another pin for his hoe. She's already trained. She's already down with the program. You just got to get her down with your program. And in order to do that, you got to be an opportunist, you know, because it just doesn't happen like that every day. But when the opportunity arises, you just got to be ready to meet the challenge and know what to say to a hoe. This is how it works. A Mac attracts and then he attacks. Simple as that. And I'll give you an example of a time where I just hit the jackpot without, really expecting it, I had just come from the casino and I had some stacks on me. It had been a lucky week for me. And I was in a gas station and I was getting a scratch off, and this snow bunny walks in. She was decent looking, but what she did have, she had that nice body. She was thick in all the right places. And she had on like a, that one piece, like I don't know what you call a bodysuit. And she was about a 6.5, 7. And just cute. And I got my scratch off, and she was outside pumping gas in her car. She had a little Mercedes. And I started chopping up with her, like, hey, you look kind of cute, I like your style, and I want to get to know you. And I told her, I don't take anything for granted or by chance or by coincidence. But that's the reason why we both at this gas station right now at the same time. So, I told her, like, yo, I just came from the casino, made a little money. So she liked the way that sounded. And then she explained to me what she was doing, and it came, through conversation that I perceived that she was a working girl. So I said, oh, we could get together, we could talk more. I know you're a working girl, but I could definitely talk to you, and we can go out and hang out. Aside from what you do, I don't care, we all got our hustles. I told her I'm a hustler, so I get it. I'm not gonna knock your hustle. And she appreciated that. And so later on we get to talking, and she's like, oh yeah, I was in that Mercedes was a rental. I just came from making some money. And she begins to tell me about, what she does, and she starts talking to me about her pimp, and I told her, yeah, I used to be a pimp. I took a break from that. I'm doing other things right now, but I used to be a pimp. And she explained to me how her current pimp was, a gang member who was also a drug addict, and how he just wasn't that smart, and how he operated, and how sometimes it caused them to get caught up. And she had ideas of, getting a better place. And I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this dude, he not on the same level as me. He not pimping on the level. He on some hood pimping, low IQ type shit. Cause I start talking to her like, yo, listen, man, you could get with me. I'm on a higher level than this dude you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? He's a chump. He gonna get your ass locked up or killed, or cause he's more focused. He's more focused on drugs than making, solid decisions. So I told her I treat you a whole lot better, So I actually, like your style. I think you're beautiful, and you can do a lot, earn a lot, and I'll reward you, because he was treating her really bad. I think he was being a little abusive. So she was ready to move on. But she was all the way, I was in Queens, she's all the way in Jersey, and then moving around Brooklyn and different places. And I got this girl to start working for me. And she started cash apping me money, and I hadn't even cracked the hole. I didn't even spend no time with her. I just showed her a little attention, Sometimes you gotta pimp with passion, like let these women feel a little love. They've been, mistreated and abused so long. Show them a little love, and it goes, a long way. And, until things got to be more than I could, deal with everything that was on my plate. I had this girl for like 2 years. Nice snow bunny. And the snow bunnies, they get that paper. They pay a lot for that. So, make a, long story short, you just got to know how to take advantage of when something pops up You know what I mean? You never know. You gotta know what to say. I didn't have to, school her to nothing. I just had to get her on my program. She was already in the game. So don't waste all your energy trying to fit a circle in a square peg, or whatever. Just be ready for the opportunity, and good things can happen. All right? Keep pimping.